This is the 3x3 for Group B, and we are looking at our inquiry question: how can we use visual arts as a pedagogical approach to increase access and provide interdisciplinary thinking among discrete formal content areas, such as math or English, to students with cognitive disabilities as a means of disrupting the hegemonic intellectual canon? So that is a very, very big question, and the three of us actually came up with this pantheon of ideas and approaches to utilize visual arts. So our resources that we collected and curated fell into sort of two general categories. The one on the left, theories, rationales, and context, bridge so much as the ancient Greek histories of art and the history of Western interpretations of what is visual arts, looking at some amazing curriculum projects designed for students with profound disabilities in mind, and the ways that they looked at visual art and technique and skill, and bridging that, right? Because this entire inquiry question is about bridging the distance between critical pedagogy and critical curriculum and the canon available to students with profound disabilities, which is quite limited. So we also dove deep into lesson plans, resources, and models that exemplify a critical analysis and an interdisciplinary approach to education, but do not engage or focus on the needs of students with disabilities. And our hope was that this grad grind would bring together these two very disparate areas and really support educators in creating new resources, right? And doing that cultural production that we need as educators in the margins. So, for example, some of the awesome projects we found was puppet making, dress design using e-cycled projects, comics and graphic novels for students who can't engage with text. There was a lot of different ways of engaging with really important histories. So that leads us last to the core question behind our inquiry question, that sort of the contemporary reality. What are the ways in which students with profound disabilities are currently denied this access to the representation of their own situated perspectives and experiences in the canon of visual arts and in the other core subjects? And what are the ways that we can increase engagement and have meaningful, authentic critique of this canon for students who don't necessarily have access to the written word or to verbal language or to fine motor or gross motor skills? So I hope that our grad guide speaks to some of these really big and important socio-educational topics. And this was all curated and created by Bridget, Ashley, and Carson.